Hello and welcome to Metta Sutta, verse 7. I'll read it initially without you seeing the text, then I'll share the text. Mata yatha niyam puttam ayusa eka puttam anurakhe evampi sabbabhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanam. Call the text up now. There we are. Mata yatha niyam puttam ayusa ekaputtam anurakhe evampi sabbabhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanam. Now I'll share my iPad screen. Yatha, mata yatha, yatha, as. So just as A, so B. It can correlate with yatha tata, and it can also correlate with evam, which is what it does here. Evam. And more forcefully, evampi. Evampi. In just that same way. So, mata, a mother. Yatha niyam puttam anurakhe. Anurakhe, protect, look after. It's in the optative form, could be anurakhe or anurakheya, same meaning. Used in the optative here, because we aren't talking about a specific instance that is happening. We're talking about a generality, just as a mother protects or a mother might protect her son. That's where the optative is used here. It's from the root raksh, meaning to protect. Sanskrit rakshati, Pali as usual rakati. With the prefix anu, meaning along, the idea of continuing, keeping at it, going along with it, going in accordance with it. The anurakhe, it doesn't exactly change the meaning, but it gives more of a sense of a continuous, ongoing sense of guarding as you go along, keeping with it, anurakhe, looking after, not just protecting or guarding as a one-off, but looking after, keeping with it. So anurakhe. So mata niyam puttam anurakhe. Niya is just an adjective, meaning one's own. So niyam puttam, her own son. Putta, son. Sanskrit putra. Son. So mata niyam puttam anurakati. The mother protects her own son. Yatha mata or mata yatha niyam puttam anurakhe, just as a mother might protect her own son. So we have niyam puttam, and then inserted ekaputtam. That narrows down the meaning, just as a mother might protect her own son, her only son. So even emphasize, not only a son of hers, but her only son. This is the effect of eka. Eka means one. It could mean one son, but mostly when eka is joined as part of a compound, it tends to mean only, the one and only. So eka putta would mean here one's only son. So niyam puttam eka puttam anurakhe. She would protect niyam puttam, her own son, ekaputtam, her only son. Ayusa. Why isn't this doing it? Come on. There we are. Ayus. It is a word ending in an S. It's an S stem, a consonantal stem ending in S. And so the instrumental is not ena, which would be for nominals ending in a short a, but the instrumental is a. So ayusa means with life or by life, and here it means by her own life. She would protect her son with her own life. Instrumental. Incidentally, this us ending before a voiced consonant by regular sandhi in Sanskrit becomes ur. So it becomes ayur, as in Ayurveda. Ayurveda, literally life knowledge or life science, the science of life. That's the meaning of Ayurveda. So, Matayata Nyamputam Ayusa Ekaputam Anurakhe. Yatha, just as Mata, a mother, Anurakhe might protect Nyamputam, her own son, Ayusa, with her life, Ekaputam, her only son, Evampi, in exactly that way, Evampi. P is an emphatic, can sometimes mean also or even, something like that. So Evampi, in just that same way. Manasam bhavaye, bhavaye. We've had this several times now. Bhu and bhavati. It is bhaveti, the causative form. Bhaveti. So bhu to be, bhavati, he, she, it is. Bhaveti means literally to cause to be, to bring into being. But the most common meaning of it, particularly in a Buddhist context, is to cultivate or develop, and in particular to cultivate or develop a good quality. And we have the noun from that is bhavana, which means can mean one's practice, one's development. The bhavana, even in modern Hindi, it's used to mean both a practice and a prayer. Aapki bhavana kya hai? What practice do you follow? What is your bhavana? So literally, what is your development? What is your cultivation? So bhavaye, evampi bhavaye, so one should cultivate what? Manasam. The manas, it's another word and is a consonantal stem, manas. Manas is the old word, Vedic word, meaning mind. It comes into Pali as manu. Manasa, like ayusa, manasa, the instrumental with the mind, and manasi, in the mind. The Buddha is saying yoniso manasi karota, yoniso properly, manasi in the mind, karota, make or put. So yoniso manasi karota, put well in your mind. In other words, mark well what I'm saying. Manasi karota. Anyway, from this manas, one way of forming an adjective is to lengthen the first vowel and make it into an a declension word. So manas becomes manasa. Manasa then meaning mental, of the mind, as an adjective. And that's what it meant in Sanskrit and Pali, in Sanskrit and Vedic rather. In Pali, it can be an adjective meaning mental, but it's come to be a noun the manasa, not just the manas, which is the title, the manasa is a broader thing, one's entire heart mind, one's entire non-physical process, your mental processes, your emotional processes. That's why it can be translated as heart mind, or mentality. Your entire set of thoughts and feelings. So manasam bhavaye aparimanam. So let one develop a manasam mind, a heart mind that is aparimana. Aparimana. Actually, aparibana, if we translated that, so to speak, etymologically, it would be peri in Greek, unperimetered, so without a perimeter. So perima and the Greek perimetron, peri around, metron means measuring. So the perimeter is the peri around, metron measuring. It's what measures around. So not only is it a measure, but it's also like a boundary, your fence, your perimeter fence, that which measures around, bounds the land. So aparimana, unperimetered, so unbounded, boundless, without measure. There's no perimeter fence, no parimana fence to block the infinite going out of the mind, of the manasa, of the heart mind. So bhavaye, let one cultivate an aparimanam, an unbounded manasam, an unbounded feeling, unbounded mind. Let's just call it mind, although very inadequate for what the larger meaning it has. Sabbabhutesu. Sabba, we've just heard all, and bhuta, we've just recently had, and a few verses back, meaning a being, an existing being. So sabba, all beings. So here, as again, it's a compound. It's not an independently standing adjective. It's compounded into one word with sabbabhutesu. So because it's compounded, it remains in its stem form, isn't declined. So all beings in the nominative would be sabbabhuta, and the locative plural is sabbabhutesu, literally in all beings. So in English we'd say you develop this unbounded mind towards or for all beings. In Pali, it would be the same in Sanskrit as well, you'd use the locative. So evampi, in exactly that same way, manasam bhavaye, let him develop a mind, aparimanam, that is unbounded, sabbabhutesu, towards all beings. This sabbabhutesu could equally correctly have been written with sabbesu, sabbesu, as a freestanding adjective, not compounded with the noun, but as a separate adjective, in which case standing as a separate word it then declines fully and agrees with the noun, so that would be then sabbesu bhutesu. So sabbabhutesu, sabbesu bhutesu, they're both equally correct, and they have the same meaning. So I will read this through to you again slowly twice. Let me call the screen back up, the text back up for you. There we are. Mata yatha niyam puttam ayusa ekaputtam anurakhe evampi sabbabhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanam. I'll read it once more without the text and try just to follow it as I'm reading it. Mata yatha Niyam puttam ayusa ekaputtam anurakhe. Evam pisabbabhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimarnam. That concludes this video.